Sorry, I didn't see you there. You just caught me doing a bit of light reading. Speaking of reading, guns. But really, when you think about it, guns are so influential. I mean, we fought all of the world wars fought with guns. I mean, if we didn't have those, what would have been happening? Just two guys on the front lines beating each other with sticks? That's no good. You can't have a war with sticks. What is this, Lord of the Flies? No. And in my opinion, probably the most influential gun, the Colt Revolver. So let's take it back to the Colt Revolver. Now picture this. You're an old, rough and tumble cowboy, and your enemy is standing there. What do? I mean, you can't just let him go. I mean, there's only room in town for two of you. It's a small town. The innkeeper can't have two people in a one-bedroom motel. That's just goofy. You're being silly, bro. So what do? You challenge him to a duel. You walk to the middle of the town. You're like, hey, put your gun on the count of 3. We're gonna pew pew. And then if you're good, you kill him. And then you go to jail for manslaughter because you murdered someone with a gun. You goof. Now, the Colt Revolver was actually invented by this guy right here, Samuel Colt. And I know what you're thinking. Did he really name his own invention after himself? Yes. He was incredibly humble too. I mean, just look at this guy, Samuel Colt. He was an honest man, a hard-working man, probably. There's not much we know about him besides the fact that he really liked making guns. And he was also... Let me look here. Oh yes, born in Connecticut, my favorite state, in 1814, which just happens to be my favorite year. He also got married, like you do. You know, you can't just live your life alone. You gotta settle down. And he ended up marrying a woman named Elizabeth Jarvis Colt. Cool guy, cool wife, cool name. Unfortunately, they only had one child, or fortunate, depending on how you see it. And they named their child Caldwell. It's a Caldwell. It's a bad name. For a guy who made a good gun, you really couldn't name your kid anything cooler? Why not Rocket? So, Samuel Colt, great inventor, great industrialist businessman, but bad son namer. Do better next time. Looking at the revolver it's made, it's actually made of some really interesting things. Where you need to make it, you have like a bunch of pieces, like you have pressure bearing parts. You have to use things like carbon steel, like stainless steel, and high strength aluminum alloy. Now, a key feature of a revolver that makes it a revolver is its barrel, which can only hold 6 bullets. And what you're doing there is you're mixing out, while you are getting less bullets, you're getting more powerful shots. So with like a gun it might have more bullets, and you might be able to shoot more, but they're not going to do as much damage. With the Colt Revolver, you're doing some significant damage, but you only have 6 shots to do it. So use them well. Now, the company that would produce these revolvers would be the Colt Manufacturing Company, because, yeah, and they kind of manufacture these for home protection and for other things, and they ended up selling them to the military. So, you know, good things. Along with making revolvers, he also made them widely available. And now, listen, the revolver was a hot necessity at the time. Everyone back then, they wanted one. You don't want to be like Jimmy at the back of the street. Jimmy is like, oh, I don't need one. I'm too cool. I got this rope. I'm going to kill people with that in the war. A rope's not going to do you any good in the war. What, you think you're going to do something with a rope? No. Don't be like Jim. People didn't want to be like Jimmy with his rope, so they went out, they bought a gun. They bought the revolver. They were like, things were going great. Now, the military, am I right? Cool guys. And I tell you, when they saw these revolvers, they went crazy. They needed them. They wanted them. So you know what they did? They bought them. They bought revolvers, handed them out to everyone. Even Steve. Steve got a revolver. He can't even shoot. Isn't that crazy? So everyone with the revolver, they're walking around having a good time in the military with the revolvers. And Samuel Colt, he's sitting on his big old pile of money. Until he isn't. Samuel Colt would die in 1862. Samuel Colt would die in 1862, and the world would be sad. They would cry. But at least we know he died a happy man with his wife and his kid, Caldwell. Okay, you see this dirt on my face? I gotta go clean up. I'll see you next time when we talk about something that's probably not revolvers. Wait, actually, no, I have one thing. I've actually found something to show you. You might be thinking, man, these revolvers sound cool and all, but what are they made of? Well, in this really cool cut I'm about to do in transition, this is what guns are made of. Okay, so here we see this. It's an older revolver, it's an older model. So he's, giving it a good brush and got to clean it off. That's what you want to do. You want to kind of get it nice and clean before you go in there to see all the bits and pieces. Now he's brushing, he's getting all that dirt off, getting all that gunk. Now he's going to pull out this stuff. I don't know what that stuff is, but it's going to get that, it's going to get that revolver nice and shiny. You know what? This is too slow. Turn the speed up. Yeah, let's speed this up. So now he's doing it fast. He's washing it. He's washing that revolver nice and well. And now we're going to actually see what's inside. Now the revolver is put together by these little bolts that you're going to want to take out. And we're going to want to take out first. So when we're taking out these bolts, this is what holds the whole gun together. It's pretty neat. And now we can take the gun and we're going to want to take out the chamber first. That's where all the bolts are kept, if you didn't know. Most people probably knew that. And now we can split it in half. Now look at that. Look at all the crazy stuff inside. So we got all these kind of mechanical parts. You see that. And then we can take apart the frame. And now this guy is going to pull out his tools. Oh, he got a special tool just for this. And that's going to pull off the trigger. And all of these inner machine works. We're just going to want to pull them out. Yeah, look at all those. Look how nice he's doing it. This guy's... There goes that thing. And those. Oh yeah, this guy's doing it nice. Yeah, this is nice. Look at the way he takes apart this gun. This is so cool. And that's what a gun looks like. From all taken apart. Isn't that neat? Now that's the actual end of the video. Now I'm going to go clean up because it's 11:07 at night and I have school tomorrow. So, see you in the next video.